The Giants, another comeback. They're in the comeback here. For a while there, I was like, it's not going to happen. They're the Giants. I've been watching the Lions my whole life. Teams that know how to lose, know how to lose. And
the
they get
G-Man.
close, but they pulled it out.
Me and
somehow.
Morgan yesterday, we were the only ones, and Pete, it was us three rooting for the Giants yesterday. Morgan was wearing an NBC sweatshirt the whole day, and as soon as the Giants won, she took it off, and she had this Giants shirt on. And I was like, wait. She wanted to wait till we got the victory before, I guess.
It's very smart.
Scored
very smart. The Giants did get the victory, 21-20 over the Titans. Took into the last second. I mean, it still looked like the Titans were going to pull it out. 47-yard field goal from Bullock.
Yep.
Missed it. Game over. The Giants came back, and it wasn't like they played a perfect game. Daniel Jones, an interception in the end zone. What's your feeling on the Giants? Brian Daboll's first game. What a great way to start.
I think the first thing is, if we got out of this game and you went, wait, there's a team that's going to rush for 238 yards. Tell me who that's going to be. And if somebody went, it was the Giants, I would have get the out of here. You're smoking crack. You're crazy. The Giants rushing for 238 yards against the Tennessee Titans? That's insane. No way. So, that was the shock of the day. And then Saquon Barkley with 6 rockets up his ass. That was fun to watch. Saquon Barkley's back, everybody. I mean, back. He's always been in the conversation for the most talented running back in football, and now that he's healthy, you see what he does there yesterday. Daniel Jones, I thought, played very good other than the interception, where he had Saquon Barkley. He needs to throw it like 2 seconds earlier. He waited till he got in the end zone and the coverage got there. If you watch back the play, he got a little wheel route coming out of the backfield. If he just hits him at the 4-yard line and stops him, he's going to score easily. So that was his one bad moment of the game, certainly. But I just thought the Daboll effect was real in this, that first off, the O-line was better. There's no doubt about that. Let's get the ball out of Danny Dimes' hands quick. Okay, we got a little feel. Now let's take that shot to Sterling Shepard, where the O-line's where they're getting in their groove a little. We're protecting a little better. Let's call that play that we knew was going to screw them over. Boom, little corner post up the field. Boom, big touchdown. That you saw a little creativity on the defensive side of the ball. The Giants certainly weren't overwhelmed by the run game of the Tennessee Titans, so there was a lot of positives there. Tennessee probably, had a little bad luck on their side in this football game, no doubt about it. But, overall, it's the fact of the way the Giants looked. Physically, the way they were coached and, they approached the football game, I thought was all really, really impressive. It was awesome to see them get the victory. And then, of course, come on. I mean, Daboll, I want to say something inappropriate, but I won't.
Why? That's
all right,
what
Bobby
you do.
Big Nuts over there just going for 2 and the win on the road. You happy I said that
might
now?
be one of the least inappropriate things that you've said on this podcast.
Bobby Big Balls, Brian Daboll just going for it, going, screw it. Let's just screw it. Let's go for it. And having a play that he has confidence in, and really very creative, Kansas City-like, right? You think it's, here's the sprint out pass by the quarterback, and he throws it kind of behind him to Saquon, who makes a nice physical run. Yeah, it was that to me is for young teams trying to find their way. We've talked about this with the Jets and other young teams. You got to find a way to steal a game early in the year to build some confidence a little bit. And that was big for them and their culture, right, as they say. I don't think it's Tennessee. I still think is going to be a major player, but it's just good to see the Giants kind of get off on a winning start for the first time in a long time.
Yeah, that was fun to watch. And not only did they go for 2, but Saquon's effort on that 2-point conversion. He was not going to be denied.
He was not.
Lowered
the shoulder, kept going.
Looked like he almost got face masked, too,
I
there.
think he did get face masked.
I
said that
so, too.
on real time. I was like, he got a face mask.
And he got in, and he refused to take no for an answer, and it was gritty. And you saw Brian Daboll after that interception that you mentioned, the one bad spot for Jones. He was over there, and they showed it on TV on the broadcast. I mean, he was giving it to him. He was not happy.
No doubt about it.
I mean, but they obviously have that relationship early on here where he's not scared to go toe-to-toe with his starting quarterback.
That's right.
Make some big bets late in the game.
Yeah, I think, again, this is not, like we always talk about. This isn't, the Boy Scouts. It's sometimes you got to get yelled at. Sometimes you got to be like, what the are you doing there? And that was a what the moment by Daniel Jones, who other than that played really well. I know he got strip sacked at one point. That was not his fault. The left guard got beat by Jeffrey Simmons in like 0.2 seconds, and he got hit and blindsided. But all in all, I thought it was a really good start. But the marquee moment and player of the game was Saquon Barkley.
Yes.
And the fact that he, on that one long run, which was, I think, 60, 65 yards, that really changed the football game. They were backed up. You were going, man, Tennessee's controlling this football game. He breaks that run. They get a touchdown, and all of a sudden, oh, it's a one-score game. Oh, okay, the Giants are hanging around. And all of a sudden, the Sterling Shepard bomb happens, and you go, oh, crap. Giants got something. A little bit like we just talked about with the 49ers and Bears. One team kind of controlled it, but didn't kind of stomp the team away. You let a team hang around in the NFL and watch out, and that's kind of what happened to them.
It's one of those games, even if the Titans would have won, we would have been
talking about the Giants.
We would have been talking about a lot of the same things there.
I think so.
Positive for the Giants, maybe some worrisome signs for the Titans we'll dive into, I'm sure, as the week goes on.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.